Hey there, guys. This is Raven Mage, and gonna make a quick video here. Excuse the kind of jank setup. I'm not exactly a YouTuber, but you know, I don't have a tripod. So I have 351Droid running, and I installed some games. This is kind of gonna serve a dual purpose of letting the developers know kind of what we're seeing as far as performance, and then just sort of informative. Hey, how to get these particular games to run at least as well as they are right now. I wouldn't consider any of these to be in an outright playable state just yet on this particular device due to some sort of analog stick issue that I'm having where it's inverted on the MP. As far as I know, it's not present on the M or the P, so you might have better results on one of those devices. But my guess is probably that it's just because it's a hardware controller instead of the Bluetooth. But I don't really know enough to make a true judgment call as far as that goes. So as far as I know, they're aware of it, and hopefully we'll have some sort of fix in the near future. So these are actually playable on the MP. But so let me just start out with the easiest one, which was Knights of the Old Republic. So this one, like I said, was the easiest one to get running. I just downloaded it onto my Android, and then I pulled the OBB files and just put them on here. You will have to get an APK from somewhere. If you have root, you can actually pull it from your Android device. I can't seem to get that in focus. That'll have to do. So yeah, all I did was pulled the OBB files, installed the normal APK, and it did require internet for the first boot in order to register the key or whatever. It wouldn't boot without internet access the first time, but now it's offline. It's running fine. So I'll go into the game here. This is going to be unedited. I don't have editing tools. So, like I said, the stick is inverted, so I have to press down to move forward. It's not really the end of the world, but this guy's in my way. Performance, I don't know how much of this is coming through. But we're still at the beginning. I would say performance is highly playable. It's all the audio is working, all the controls are working, other than the aforementioned inverted stick. I need the door. Oh, that's right. What is it? X? Yeah. The controls are a bit confusing, but cutscenes are running fine. Combat appears to be fine. Oh, I see. It's tough to see what I'm doing. There we go. And then unpause. No, that's mouse mode. Unpause is over here. There we go. Yeah, so it seems to be running fine. It looks, like KotOR. And it seems to be at a stable enough frame rate. I would consider this playable, and I would play this on this device. I'm happy with this. And it seems to be fully compatible with this controller, so that's great, because that will not be the case in the sequel, interestingly enough. So, let's see. For Knights of the Old Republic 2, I did largely the same thing, actually. Oh, that's right. So, quit out. What have I been doing to quit out? Is it both of them? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, Knights of the Old Republic 2, like I said, was same thing. It will tell you, oh, this isn't at all in focus. Won't run without Google Play services, which are not supported, but then it runs anyway. Now, I did pull the INI file for this, and as far as I can tell, the controller mappings are identical to that of the first game, but the controller just straight up doesn't work. Not here, not in game, nothing. So I have to use a mouse, which even that. Oh, I have it turned off. I'll load up the game I quickly started. Load. And I mean, as far as this game goes, it seems to run a little jankier than the first game in terms of frame rate. That might be something that I could fix in the INI file, turn down a setting or two, because when I looked at it, it said it was like at medium textures, I think. So I could probably turn those down to low, get a closer experience to what I had with the first game. But this should theoretically be fully playable with the mouse, because it's basically just using the touch controls in a way. But as of right now, the controls do absolutely nothing. They're just dead. But it works. It runs. So that's good news. I'm going to have to... I think that was just double-click the left stick. Yeah. I don't know why that's to quit, but it works. Double-click the left stick. Alright, so the surprising one, at least for me, that actually runs, however, this one required a bit more sort of hunting, is Jade Empire. And as you can see here, it's modified by this guy. So this is a modded APK in order to make it compatible with newer versions of Android, because Jade Empire has actually been delisted from the Google Play Store for a decent amount of time, a few years now, I think. I think maybe the last Android it was fully compatible with was like 6. And ever since then, like, there hasn't been much effort at all, made by like Aspire to optimize it for newer systems. And even if you get it installed on newer systems, it has like a lot of graphical bugs. So this modded APK is supposed to solve that problem, and at least insofar as I've played... Oh, that's right, I need the... Oh, I didn't save it. That's fine, we'll just do a new game. Insofar as I've played, it runs fine. Can we just do accept, done, accept? There we go. This one has, I would say, probably the most extensive as far as graphical options that are accessible within the menu. So this would probably be the easiest to get truly playable. But let me try getting a better focus. There we go. Once again, all the audio works. I can choose my dialogue. I'm going to be inverted again. I'm doing terribly right now. There we go. I'm going to do the whole strong attack thing. Teach me to dodge. My only guess as far as this game as to why, because Jade Empire is, quite frankly, a masterpiece. I'm guessing that just because of, I need to chi heal. Because this is a very, kinetic action RPG, maybe the touch controls just were poorly received, and then so maybe this, I've entered focus mode. That's not what I meant to do. Maybe it wasn't well received as a result of control problems. I don't know. It's strange that they would abandon this game. You may either teach me to block. Okay. There we go. I just gotta defeat this guy, which I can probably just button mash my way through. It's a tutorial, not a boss fight. Yada yada yada. I wish I had saved, so this would be faster. Yep. Okay, done. Alright, so now we're in the open world. It looks like it runs probably I'd say close to 25-ish frames, maybe. It's maybe not quite a full 30, but like I said, now this is one thing, I can't navigate the menu without either the mouse mode enabled or of course a mouse. But this one, at least, since you just have to navigate the menu, you could theoretically not have to carry around a whole mouse. You could just use the mouse mode. And so I can turn off shadows, turn off bloom lighting, all these extra effects that are probably taking up. But I mean, when I had them all enabled, I would still have considered that reasonably playable. So this is what I would say is satisfactory, especially for this device, considering this was an Xbox game. I'm happy enough with that. And who knows, maybe we'll get more optimizations in the future. Fingers crossed. Now, the one that I installed, I spent hours trying to make it work to no avail. I downloaded several different modded APKs. I did everything I could think of to do to get this to work. And as you can see, it starts to boot. And it crashes right there. That's San Andreas. And the point there where it's crashing is where you would normally see the social club screen, where you could either log into the social club or you could press the offline button to not have to log in. But that is where that one crashes, and that's only because that's a modded APK to work with Android 11. Android 11 broke San Andreas, and Rockstar hasn't fixed it yet, so there's a mod that's installed on that. Otherwise, when I just used the normal APK from the Play Store, it just crashed immediately. So that's those games. They're running. I would say passably. They could run it, low, with a playable frame rate. None of them, except maybe Jade Empire, require much in the way of like speedy responses. You know, Knights of the Old Republic is pseudo turn-based and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with what we have so far, and I kind of look forward to where this could go from here. So this was the video, and if you have any more questions, just feel free to ask me.